Hello everyone, my name is Brianna and welcome to my channel. I am so excited to finally have a video up for you all because this is something that I wanted to do for a long time, but it was important to me to make sure that the work that I posted was something that I could be proud of and was up to par. I feel like I finally achieved that with this video. The goal for this channel is to make sure you all have an opportunity to get to know me, to get to see my style and see what I like, what I don't like, to help you all learn some new tricks, some new techniques, and also to help you avoid spending money that you don't necessarily need to spend. In addition to that, I am very much so interested in becoming a part of the YouTube community via communication with you all and other YouTubers. I've been inspired and I have had fun, and so I figured this is something that I could do as well, something that I could be passionate about as well. So without any further ado, if you are interested in seeing how I got this look right here, then please keep watching. I am going to be starting with my brows, and to do my brows I'm going to use the Anastasia of Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color dark brown. I'm going to take the spoolie side, brush through my eyebrows, make sure everything is nice and even and go in the direction that I want. And from there, I am going to take the pencil side and begin to fill in my eyebrows. Because I already have more full eyebrows, I'm not going to do too much filling in, but I'm gonna make sure everything is evened out. To switch over to the next brow. Now that that's done, we are going to move on to cleaning up whatever lines are not sharp enough for our eyebrow and giving it that really nice and sculpted look. So I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the number 25 and also my Eco Tools brush. You can get this from, I'm pretty sure, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, whatever, like any drugstore type place. I'm just going to put a little bit of product on the brush, and from there, go ahead and start.
Here we go!
Now I'm going to put some more product on the brow and do the same thing over here on the bottom. And if you feel like you messed up anywhere while you were doing your concealer, you can always go back and correct it again, which is what I'm about to do right now. Okay, all done with the bottom portion. But for the top portion, I like to use my foundation to clean it up because it will blend better into the rest of what's gonna go on at the top of our face. So I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me foundation, matte and poreless, and the number 322 Warm Honey. Matches me pretty well, so I don't have to mix it with anything. And since I have product in the cap, some may say that's ratchet, but I call it being creative. I'm gonna dip my pencil in the cap, pick up some product, and with the same brush, just go ahead and sharpen up the top of my eyebrow. Then I'm going to repeat the same process again. Go back into the cap, pick up a little bit of product, and then clean up my other brow. Okay, brows are complete. Time to move on to the next portion. I'm taking this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, and this is an original, and it just means that it doesn't have any color it is just going to act as a base for our eyeshadow. And I'm taking this BH Cosmetics brush in the number 9, putting a little bit on my eyes. And when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. A little bit with this stuff goes a long way. So I'm taking about this much, and I'm gonna dab it onto both of my eyelids. And then brush it out with this.
Invincible.
Alrighty, so my eyes are primed. Now I'm gonna go into my Z palette and pick up this color right here. This is called Saddle by MAC, and I'm gonna put it in the crease of my eye in a windshield wiper motion.
Invincible.
Now that I have my crease color down, I'm gonna go into Beaches and Cream, which is this color right here by Makeup Geek. I'm gonna put it on this small Eco Tools brush. I am grabbing my blending brush again, not putting any more product on it, but I'm just going back and forth between where my brow bone color stopped and where my crease color starts to make sure that is nice and blended out and seamless. So it looks like one nice flow of colors. Now I'm taking this e.l.f. eyeshadow Z brush and going into this color right here called Grandstand. It's a foiled eyeshadow from Makeup Geek. I love these. They're so pigmented and pretty. However, if you want to get the best color payoff, you should go ahead and use your finger. If you choose not to, that's fine. You could just pack it onto your lid. So I'm doing it in a patting motion as opposed to rubbing it like this. I am patting it so that I'm able to get more color onto my lid faster. I'm going back into my BH Cosmetics blending brush. I'm gonna put a little bit more of the brown saddle color, and I'm going to blend just to help make sure everything continues to stay seamless throughout the whole process. And I'm going to flip the brush that I'm using and pick up this color right here, this burgundy-ish color, and this is called Bitten by Makeup Geek. So like I said, I'm flipping my brush, and with this, because this is pigmented, I'm going to tap off the excess, and I'm going to put this on the outer portion of my eye. And back to my fluffy brush, except this time, instead of going into saddle, I'm going to go into this darker brown color right here, and this is called Cocoa Bear, and this is by Makeup Geek. I'm taking a darker brown now to deepen up my crease, make it look a little bit more defined, and here we go. One more time into Grandstand with my eyeshadow brush, since I just did some blending and it may have taken some of the potency out of the color on the inside of my lid. Personally, I like it like this, but I want to show you a way to deepen it up and make it look a little more dramatic. So you see how it is right now. Nice and pretty and girly and shimmery. But I'm going to take my Morphe M513 brush, and it's a tapered kind of like blending brush, and go into the color Corrupt, which is just a matte black shadow, super pigmented. And I'm not grabbing very much product because I don't want it to be too dark, but I do want to darken up the outer corner a little bit. So I'm just putting it in the outer V and dragging it in and up into the crease a little bit. Now, I am taking this BH Cosmetics blending brush. Now I'm just blending out the black to go into the burgundy and up into the crease. And one last time, I know I said last time was the last time, but this is gonna be the last time. One last time, just bitten back into the lid, making sure all these colors are nice and visible. Flipping it and adding another layer of Grandstand. Just a slight layer. And going back into my original blending brush and just blending out those lines. That is done. Wasn't bad, right? Not as complicated as some may think it to be. Now it's time for me to do my liner. I am taking this Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner in the color Blackest Black, and I am taking my BH Cosmetics angled brush in the number 12. I'm gonna put some product on. Now that the eyes are done, see them, nice and pretty. It's time to move on to the face. Well, it's time to take the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water and spray this baby all over your face. Let that dry. Get your skin nice and moisturized and primed, but I'm not just going to stop there. Now I'm gonna take my new Maybelline primer, and this is to blur and eliminate. Put a little bit on my fingers. When I say a little bit, I mean that much, and just put it all over my face. Whenever doing your face, it's important to make sure you moisturize and to make sure you prime. I'm going to go into the foundation that I was telling you about earlier, the Maybelline Fit Me in 322 Warm Honey. I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand because I feel like my hand is my best canvas. I'm gonna pick up this Morphe G6. It's like a, I don't know, I guess you could say a kabuki-esque brush. And put a little bit of product, dab it all over. Make sure you get some down your neck too, so your face doesn't look a different color than your neck. That's not cute. Be like, girl, you know you need to do something with that. And then go into downward motion, because most people have hair on their face, and when you do it up, you're going against the grain, and it just makes it more noticeable and less smooth. my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the number 25 medium. I am going to put some in the middle of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, and chin. I'm using the same brush, and I'm just gonna blend my concealer out now. Some areas of my face have been highlighted. Before I even move on to highlighting my under eye, I'm gonna take this Ben Nye Banana Powder and this Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder and mix them together so that when I'm done highlighting my under eye, I can set it immediately. We don't play no games, we're ready. This is gonna be enough to set all the areas of my face. So now it's time to go ahead with that highlight. Take my Morphe M509 brush. It's a pretty big fluffy brush. I'm gonna pick the product up and I'm going to just put a good healthy amount of it under my eye. For some reason, my camera stopped recording and you missed me laying down the cream contour, but I'll just go back and show you. I used the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free foundation stick, and this is in the color 355 Coconut. I'm going to blend this out by using this angled brush. It's number 5 by BH Cosmetics. And I was saying as I was doing it that I am contouring any area of my face that I want to hide or create a shadow, and I'm highlighting any area of my face that I want to stand out. That is the whole purpose of highlighting and contouring, just in case you did not know. So now that I have blended out the contour, I'm going to now go into the powder. And for powder, I'm just going to use my Smashbox Masterclass Palette Color and Contour. And I'm taking this ashy brown color right here. It doesn't have a name, but it is more ashy, which is why I'm using it to create the shadow. So now I'm just setting where I put the cream.
Invincible.
Set everywhere that you put cream, because If you don't set, it will most likely move. Especially for me, because I have more oily skin. So if I don't use powder, I'm gonna be looking like a little melting ball of butter. Alrighty, contour is done. So now it's time to sweep away what we've been baking. I'm gonna go back with my 509 brush, and I just went ahead and tapped out everything that may still be there, which is nothing now, and just sweep it away.
Invincible.
So I'm gonna go back into my palette here, but instead of going back into the contour color, I'm gonna go into the bronze color right here in the middle. And with my e.l.f. contour brush, it's pretty small, but I like it. See? I'm going to contour my nose. And I'm gonna go from where my crease color was and drag it out and down my nose to the tip. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So now our whole face is contoured and highlighted. I'm going to go back into the palette that had my eyeshadows in it and finish off my eyes. I'm going back into the color Bitten, which is the burgundy. I'm gonna pick up this M511 brush, and I'm just gonna put Bitten underneath my and with the same brush, I'm going to go back into the brown color Saddle from MAC, and I'm just gonna go over what I just put down. I'm taking this L'Oreal Color Rich pencil in black, and I'm just going to line my bottom waterline. And last but not least, for the eyes, it's time for dun, 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 mascara. So I'm going into this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I'm going to put some on my bottom and top lip. I'm going back into the Smashbox palette, and I'm going to go into these two blushes right here, mix them together, and that's what I will be putting on my cheeks today. The pink one is called Rosy, and the more peachy one is called Flush. So I'm gonna go into this MAC Medium Tan Mineralized Powder and use this big #1 BH Cosmetics brush and just powder my whole face. For highlight, I'm taking my Morphe, what are you? This Morphe M510 brush and going into this color Flirt. Right here. And I'll be using that as the highlight for my cheeks. It's time for the lips. I'm gonna use Jordana liner in the color Coco Loco, and it's just a brown. It's actually my favorite liner. So this is Myth by MAC, and this is a satin finish lipstick. I'm just gonna take it and put it all over my lips, even where the liner is. And now I'm gonna take this BH Cosmetics Forever Nude Aqua Gloss in the color Honeysuckle and put a little bit on my lips. Now it's time to set everything that you have worked so hard on. So I'm gonna take my MAC Fix Plus, which is almost empty. So now I'm gonna have to go to the store and get one of those new ones. I wanted to try them out for a while. And just let it dry. And this is the finished look.